Namaskaram. Tomorrow is Vinayaka Chaturthi and a pretty young girl gifted me Vinayaka, Ganesha. Essential, very essential to be understood. The iconography reminds us of quite a number of things which are very essential. The first thing, or a thing which we keep saying to our children or to our employees, that pay attention, pay attention. What does it actually mean? It means that stay in the present. Do not let your working memory corrupted with thoughts from the past or plans from the future. The moment you have no thoughts disturbing you, you can focus on a particular thing, understand things better, process things faster, and get results which are sweet, which you can enjoy. Vinayaka or Ganesha is the god for working memory, for infinite working memory, which is also known as the Chitta. Needs to be understood. One of the oldest deities mentioned out in the Rig Veda 2.23.1, which says Vinayaka is there with a few characteristic features. The first feature, he has a elephant head. Elephant amongst all animals and birds has the best EQ or emotional quotient and the intellectual quotient or IQ. To know how? Watch Discovery Channel. So the elephant head indicating out ample amount of mental capabilities. 4 hands. All the Hindu deities have 4 hands indicating mastery over all the 4 directions. But all the 4 hands would be empowered with different types of weapons or different types of things. Here, Vinayaka in one hand has the Ankusha, or a sharp object which is used by touching on the head, forehead or the ears to bring back the elephant, to have a control on the elephant, or to bring back the elephant into the present status if the elephant is deviated here and there. So the Ankusha always awakens out working memory or removes out past thoughts and future plans and helps us to stay in the present. But it doesn't stay for long until and unless you put conscious effort to have the working memory intact. So there is a noose or a pasha in the other hand. This pasha is used to tie up or to maintain the working memory which has been aroused by the Ankusha. Once we are alert, awake, uncorrupted by memory, the work which we do would be fantastic, will be with maximum perfection and will lead to fruits which are sweet. So the Modaka in the other hand, which Ganesha is enjoying, indicates out sweet fruits of the work. And once we do work with a good working memory without getting disturbed out, there will be a abhaya, or there will be a state of, it's not fearlessness, there will be a state of abhaya. We don't have another word. It's a typical Sanskrit expression. As we go down, we see he has a huge belly, also known as the lambodara, heramba. The huge belly indicates out the capability of Ganesha to absorb things, to be non-reactive to situations which are outside. I'm not saying non-responsive. Responding is different and reacting is different. Most of the time we react out. He absorbs, analyzes, and then responds. With awareness. How do you indicate awareness? Awareness is indicated by the Naga Yagna Paviti. Means the sacred thread which is made out of a serpent. Serpent or the king cobra is associated with awareness. The king cobra is the most aware animal found around, which can sense out anything anywhere. So you will find king cobras keeping their hood above people with extraordinary capabilities. May it be Krishna, may it be Ranasanga, may it be anybody who has some extraordinary capacity. So we have a Nag Yagna Pavitikam, and then the posture in which Ganesha sits down, he has his heel touching the Mooladhara Chakra. Ganesha is the god of the Mooladhara Chakra, the basic Moola Adhar. It's something which supports the base. The position always stimulates the Mooladhara Chakra and doesn't permit out unnecessary downward flow of energy. You can try it and see. It creates out some amount of alertness also. You go down, he will be having a vehicle or a Vahana, which is a Mushika or a mouse. The Vahana of the Hindu gods and goddesses are indicative of the way they process information or their entire mental state. So here, the specialty of a mouse is that it has sharp teeth and it breaks down things into small parts. Similarly, a logical mind breaks down information into very small parts and analyzes them, derives information and puts it on. That's how a scientist behaves. So, a sharp mind is indicated by a mouse, but the logic which is there due to this sharp instrument is not used to hurt anybody. So, he is ekadanta, or having one tooth. His logic doesn't bite people. He doesn't use his logic to hurt people. So, he is ekadanta. He has huge ears and small eyes. Hearing is the only sense out of all the seven senses which can holistically perceive out things. That means I can hear things 360 degree around. Hearing is so important that in the Jaina tradition, the best kind of people are known as the Shravaka, or people who can hear out well. Our teaching method was also oral in nature. Our mantras are oral in nature, because if you hear things well, you can achieve anything and everything. So a huge ears and small eyes. He sits on the lotus flower. Lotus is always indicative of the fact that we have to grow out of the nourishment which the earth gives and convert out ourselves into something which is blooming, beautiful. This is the iconography of Lord Ganesha, and we should be remembering this. We should be remembering to keep our memory uncluttered, to keep our mind uncluttered with memories, so that we can do our duties well without errors. That's why he is the Prathama Pujya, or he is the person to be worshipped out first. With these words, I thank all of you. Wish you a happy Ganesh Chaturthi.